Good morning, students. This is Rupali Memani, Assistant Professor, Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, CAM. Today we will be doing a new topic in Java. In today's lecture, we will be learning file handling, what are the basics of file IO, what is a stream class, what is a byte stream class, what is character stream class, and what are the file operations. So to begin with, let's start with what are file IO basics. The Java IO package contains nearly every class you might need to perform input and output operations in Java. The concept of a stream to make IO operation fast, Java uses stream classes. The java.io package contains all the classes which are required for input and output operations. The Java IO is used to process the input and produce the output. We can perform file handling in Java by Java IO API. Now, what is file handling in Java? File handling in Java implies reading from and writing data to a file. You are just not going to write a program and see the output on the screen. But many a times you want that whatever data you have input, you want to store it in some file, and then at a later point you have to retrieve that file. In such cases, we need to use file. And for that we have java.io package which allows us to work with different file formats. In order to use the file class, we need to create an object of the class and specify the file name or the directory name. Now here we'll see an example. You import the file class, that is you import java.io.file. Then you specify the file name, that is you create an object of that file. So file obj will be a new file with the name filename dot and the extension will be txt. Java uses the concept of stream to make IO operations on the file. So with this, I have created an obj object which contains the filename.txt. Now this file may be created or it is a totally a new file. Now we will see what is stream. A stream can be defined as a sequence of data. There are two kinds of stream. Input stream, which is used to read data from the source, and output stream, which is used for writing data to the destination. Now if you look at the diagram, here you have the actual Java executable program. You take the source from the input stream, you process on that, and then you give it back to the destination through the output stream. Then stream can be worked on byte stream or character stream. So to start with, what is byte stream? This mainly incorporates with byte data. When an input is provided and executed with byte data, then it is called file handling process with a byte stream. Byte streams are used to perform input and output of 8-bit file. There are two types of byte stream class, file input stream and file output stream. Again, file input stream is used to get an input from the file. File output stream is used to put an output to the destination through the output stream. Then what is character stream? Character stream is a stream which incorporates with characters. Processing of input data with character is called file handling process with a character stream. Java byte streams are used to perform input and output of only 8-bit bytes. So if you want byte by byte transfer from the input to the output, we use the byte stream. But Java character stream allows us to use and perform input and output up till 16-bit Unicode. Then what are the types of character streams we can use in Java? You have a file reader through which you can read 2 bytes at a time. So I can read from the file by using the file reader class, and I can write 2 bytes at a time by using the file writer class. So we have seen what is stream, what is character stream, what is byte stream. Now let's see what are the operations which can be done on a file. I can create a file. If I don't need the file, I can delete a file. I can read from the file, I can write to a file, and I can change the file permissions which I have given to the user. Now, what is creating a file? If the file does not exist, the create new file method will create a new file. The method returns true if the file is successfully created, else it will return false. How do you use the create new file method? First, we are going to import java.io.file package. Then I am going to import the exception IO exception, because in case I don't find a file, it has to throw an IO exception. Then I'm going to create a class, public class file handling. We will be calling the main method by public static void main string args. Create a file object of file class. So file is the variable name for the file class, and it is going to create a new file with the name data.txt. Now boolean create new file. So boolean create new file method will return true if the file has been created. And if the file is created, we want to show the user, so we put the system.println file created. So this message will be displayed, and it will show the name of the file which is created. So it is going to show you file created data.txt, because that is the file you have given the file name. Now if you don't want the file, we have an operation called delete file, which is used to delete the file or an empty directory. Again, how do you create it? You have to first import the file IO package, the file handling, IO exceptions. Then you create a class file handling. You call the main method. You create an object of the new file, and the data.txt which you have created, if I want to delete it, I write boolean delete equal to file.delete. Boolean is going to give me a return type. If the file is deleted successfully, it will return true, else it is going to throw an exception, file not deleted. And if the process is successful, I want to give a user a message, so I say system.println file deleted, and it will show you the file which is deleted. If I just have already created a file, if I want to read the contents from the file. So now let's see, how do you read a file? There are many ways to read a file in Java. We can use the buffer reader, the file reader, or the file class. Now let's see an example. Here I have created an object file of the file class with the new file, and the file name is data.txt. Now I need to read from the file. So I have the input stream. So from the file input stream class, I create an object FIS which has the new file input stream, and I pass the file as the parameter. Then once I have opened the stream, I need a stream reader. Let's say the stream reader is ISR, which is a new input stream reader which is going to open the file input stream and the character state. Here CS is for the character set, because I am going to read character by character. Then I need a reader which is going to open the or read the characters. So I have buffer reader. I create an object BR which is new buffer reader, which is going to take the parameter of input stream reader, that is ISR. So after that, I need a line which is going to store the characters which I read line by line. So I have declared a variable line of the string data type. Now I execute or iterate till the line is not read. So I have here while line equal to br.readLine. Readline is a method with which you are going to read the line. Whatever line you are going to read will be stored in your buffer reader, that is BR. So it will be while line equal to br.readLine is not equal to null. So as soon as it encounters a null character, it is going to come out of the loop. So till this, by this line, it is going to read till the end of the file. So then with this, it will process the line, and if it reads the line, I want it to be displayed on the computer. So I say system.out.println, I pass the line. So this is going to print it on the system, and then if all the lines are read, if it encounters a null character, it comes out of the while loop. And I have finished with the buffer reader, so I close BR, and I finished with the file, so I say file.close. Now next operation is if I want to write to a file. So I use the file writer, I use the buffer writer, I use the files or the file output stream. This is an example of how you write in the file. Output stream OS is null. OS is the new file output stream, and it contains the file I have given the entire path. So it is going to write on the OS write data get bytes. So get bytes is the method with which it is going to write bytes by bytes. It will write till the end. So data dot length is the method which is going to calculate the length of the data. Then we will see what are the file permission. The file class provides method with which you can give permission to the user or you can even change them. So for this again I create an object file. I create a file with the past path parameter run.sh and then I check for the permission. So if I want to check for the permission, I write here say system.println is the file readable. If it is readable, it will return true. So I have the method can read. Then if I want to check if the file is writable, I have a method called as can write which I call on the file object. So it is going to display me. So it is a boolean return type. If the file is readable or if the file is writable, it will return true, else it will say false. Then I can even have a method can execute. So if the file is executable, it will return true, else return false. So to summarize today's lecture, we have seen what is file IO basics, what are the file handling, what is stream class, what is a stream byte class, what is character stream class. We also saw some file operations. For this session, I have taken the references from all this site. So to continue with the next lecture, see you again in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.